I have grown up here and spent a lot of time here, so now it's time for me to share that with you. And I'm so glad that you've tuned in today, because it's not about watching me do incredible things, it's about you doing incredible things and bringing that incredibleness and awesomeness out of you, and to let you know that you're not by yourself here. We are here to help you. You have a lot of help, and we're not going to try to hurt you. We're here to help you, so this is a safe place, and we're just going to show you how incredible you are. So if I leave you with anything, let it be this: you are your only competition, and the only competition is you, and that may be a good thing. Be better than you were yesterday, better than you were the day before, and strive to be that person that you see either 5, 10, 20 years from now. You're competing with that, and you can always rewrite your story like you used to. So let's go ahead and get this week started by taking a few moments to ourselves. We've got to put on the oxygen mask. Yes, taking care of yourself first by taking the time to send yourself, get grounded, take control. And here we go. So we're going to shed some light on the mountain. May shed some jackets and things like that. Turn up the heat, create that fire within ourselves, and learn to harness that fire within ourselves so that we can balance the water within ourselves. Sounds easy enough, yes? Oh. Can you hear me better now? There we go. So just come into a comfortable seated position, just a place where you know you can relax, take your time to slow things down, bringing your awareness in and slowing your breath down. Because when you come into that place of stillness, you begin to notice all of these things that you wouldn't normally have caught when we're in a hurry and we're busy running around, right? You seem to listen and to attune yourself to the natural rhythms of nature. Just let yourself go. Set aside all your worries, all your cares, any to-do list, agendas, roles you play. Just set that aside for now and just be yourself. There's nothing to do but this right here, right now. Breathing deeply and freely, and trying to keep your mouth closed so that your breath is contained in and out through the nose. And now let's harness your energy here. Let's activate your pose, so pulling the pelvic wall up and the navel in towards your spine. Strong abdominal lock. Tailbone tucks under slightly just to lengthen the spine. So help it out by elongating the back of your neck, pulling up and through. So you're grounding down through both sit bones and lifting up at the same time. Shoulders are relaxed down your back. You're deepening your awareness. Every breath you take sends you further and further away from that busy everyday life, and deeper, deeper down into that relaxative state of mind, that heightened state of consciousness where your awareness is razor sharp. Your focus and your attention is so strong that distractions just seem to eclipse themselves. Your brain and your mind is already starting to rewire, repattern itself. All of the words just seem to fall away and be replaced with the music of nature. And the sound of your breath. Now remember to keep your core strong like this, and your breath, your heart center, open and relaxed. So we're balancing core strong, yet relaxed heart. So learning to flex certain muscle groups while relax others. And this takes practice, this takes time, so just be patient with yourself and try to remember it as much as you can. The main focus will be on your breath. So your body does not move unless your breath allows it to, leads it to. That way you can stay safe within yourself and also push your limits. Your body will tell you how far to go, when to push, and when to pull back. Now let's just straighten out one leg and just start to really stretch towards that leg. We're not going to square off just yet, so just facing forward and just reaching for whatever is available. Send your shoulder back and down. And just start to feel the energies within your body. Noticing what's there and just observing without judgment. And breathing your way from one side, now switching side, to the other. And just allowing yourself time to open up and continue to pull the pelvic wall up and in. So strong abdominal lock here. Yet relaxing your shoulders. So the stronger your core, the more your breath will relax. Knowing that your body responds so beautifully when you're relaxed. And now bring the feet in. Just coming into butterfly here. So we're just cup the feet. Relax the shoulders down. Activate your spine, so really ground down through your sit bones and lengthen through the back of your neck. And very gently hinge forward at the waist. And breathe your way into it, so there's not a forcing or pulling or straining. It's about feeling your way into it and breathing your way into it. Allowing your body to become your first and foremost teacher when it comes to connecting, bringing that deepened awareness into view, and practicing on how to harness your energy using your breath. Slowly start to roll up. So now round your back here. Pulling the navel in and rounding your shoulders. Then reverse, opening up the heart center. And now stretch both legs out, just a comfortable V here. And walk your sit bones back just so that you can get a nice and even grounding through both sit bones. And then pointing the toes, take a breath here. Inhale, circle sweep up, just to lengthen the spine. And exhale. Reaching forward with the fingertips, just as far forward as feels nice and healthy for your particular body. Knowing that we're at all different levels, different chapters in our lives, different body types, different injuries. So just coming into knowing yourself and observing what those are without judgment and just sending your breath there. Slowly rolling back up. And now we're going to come into child's pose. So bringing your knees, just separating them outside your body, toes together. And if this is too much on your knees, you can always come into in vitro where the knees are together, head down, arms along your sides. And that is always available. Modify as needed to tune this practice into you. Otherwise, arms long, forehead down, and just relax with a strong core here. So abdominals are still activated, while you allow the rest of your body to just relax and surrendering it up into the air. Just giving it all up. Casting all your worries, all your cares aside. And trusting, taking that leap of faith, just seeing what the universe, whatever it may be, what it has in store for you. And leave your left hand there. Thread your right arm through and under the left shoulder. palm can face down for a little more intense stretch, or play with the pose. See how it feels to rotate your shoulder the other way with the palm facing up. See what feels best for you. And the nose points down, just to keep the spine nice and long. And switch sides. Right hand comes back up. Left arm threads through and under. Just going as far as comfortable for you. And remember, you can always modify as needed. So let go of any picture that you have in your mind of yoga, what yoga is, all these poses. Because it doesn't matter what it looks like, it only matters how it feels like within you and your being, within your body. Exploring the thousands of uncharted regions within yourself. And the word yoga means to yoke, unite, mind, body, soul, breath, all working as one integrated unit. Now, coming back up. Just coming onto your knees. We're going to tuck your toes, lift your hips up. So walk your hands forward just a little bit. Spread the fingertips wide like starfish, and then rotate your elbows in towards each other. Let's come up high onto the tippy toes as you press your chest back towards your thighs. And breathe deep and free here. So this is your inversion. And we're just poking and prodding the tissues along your spine to life. So breathe life into your back, especially your lower back. And just walk your dog out, straightening one leg while bending the other. Just letting your head go. So relaxing your neck, allowing those arteries in the neck to open up, allowing more blood flow to the brain. So down dog, diagnostic pose. You're just checking in, seeing how you feel. And on the in-breath, press forward, down, away into your hands. On the out-breath, you're going to press back and down through the heels. Now keep a slight bend in your knees. And that will help to protect your lower back and get you more of a stretch down in your sacrum and hip area. Now inhale. Right leg lifts up long behind you, straightening the leg out. So you're going to activate every muscle in this leg here. Really stretch past the toes, leveling out the hips, and squeeze your inner thighs. So scissor the inner thighs in towards your midline. Breathe it here as you send your breath up into your uplifted limb to keep you lifted up off the wrists. Continue to straighten out through the shoulders, pressing back towards the thighs. And now let's breathe our way into a low lunge. So inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to step it wide. So right foot outside, right hand, and just press the back knee down. We're going to press forward into this hip very, very gently, slightly. Breathing your way here. And just opening up the body. I'm going to let it go of the effects of the weekend. Start to collect your thoughts and organize them in a new, repatterned way. And you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is breathe. So squeezing your knee in towards your midline, keeping the hips square. And just allowing yourself to naturally open up here. Now, if you're coming into this position for the first time, it may be a little painful, and that's okay. Just come to that place where you can be and breathe and work your breath from there. Because each time your body comes into this position, it will know that it's time to release any tension that we hold within the hips, within the shoulders. Your exhale will be the trigger to know to release it, relax it, and let it go. And now we're going to switch sides, tucking the toe, facing dog. So continue here, to stretch it out, walking out your dog, and just seeing if there are any kinks that may or may not be there in your hips. So really get into the hips and the shoulders, and we're decompressing the spine here. So doing whatever you need to do to warm yourself up. I forgot that I had another sweater. So keep walking out the dog. Continue to breathe deep into your spine, allowing that breath to decompress. Let's warm it up. Inhale. Left leg now lifts up, back, and away. Continuing to press your chest back towards your thighs and scissoring your thighs, so squeezing the inner thighs together and pressing forward, down, away through your hands and back down through your back heel, and sending your breath up to your uplifted limb here. Really activate your core. We're going to breathe our way into our low lunge. Inhale and exhale, stepping it wide. Left foot outside left hand. Just allowing yourself to come into your stretch. Allowing yourself to just be and breathe it here. This is deep hip work. And so really squeeze your knee in towards your midline. That way we're not sinking down into our flexibility, because that is easy, yes? Let's lift up, activating our pose, because when you sink it down too far, then you're susceptible to what's happening. And we don't want any injuries now. So always lifting, activating, and grounding at the same time. So you never want to be too far to where you're all the lift or all the ground. You want to balance the lifting and the grounding, using both at the same time. That will keep you balanced and safe within your being, within your body, yeah. And just deep breath here, and it's a very easy breath, focused. It's not strained. There's no drama within the breath. It is audible, but just enough to keep you reminded to breathe. Your breath is what keeps you connected, and what will seamlessly transition you from one opposite end of the spectrum to the other. All right, tuck your back toe, straighten your leg, and press the ground away, coming back into your downward facing dog. Pressing the chest back towards the thighs, maybe coming up high on the toes, and then pressing back and down through the heels. Doing whatever you need to do to warm up your body and decompress. All right, here we flow, pulling high, plank position, lowering the hips, tucking the tailbone under. Now press back through your heels. Secret to plank is stacking the joints. So wrists directly under elbows, directly under shoulders, which are rolled down your back, wide apart from each other. Really ignite the core here. Now bend your elbows lower down and hover it halfway. So holding it here, you are strong. Keep the elbows tucked into your sides, pulling forward through your head, back through your heels, and roll it into upward facing dog. Straighten the arms. Press down on the tops of your feet, activate your thighs, lift them up. Heart center is open. And use your abdominals now, activate them to pull your hips back up and away into downward facing dog. Take a breath here. In through your nose, come up high onto the toes. And out through your nose, slow. And now come up high on your tippy toes. Inhale, and slowly start to walk the feet forward. Keep the feet about hip width distance apart, leaving the left hand there, and twist. Right arm comes up, reaching high, just opening up. And then bend your elbow behind the back, rolling the shoulder open, just letting your head go, and press back and evenly through the thighs. Hello there. Hello there. Are you getting this? And other side. Right hand comes down. Left arm comes up. Just letting your head hang. Decompress. And then wrap. Giving yourself like a half hug as you breathe into the shoulders as well as the hips. Working all these areas all at the same time. And release. Now we're going to come into standing. So anchor your feet nice and even, flat back, belly in. Inhale, circle sweep, come all the way up to standing. And exhale to heart center. Now we're going to go ahead and come into tree. So balancing here, grounding down on the left leg. Now lock your eyes one point, just a solid object, solid non-moving object. Once you still the eyes, you still the mind, this will help you balance. Secret to balancing also is using every bit of the foot that you're given. So ground down through all corners of your foot. And we'll just lift the knee up for just a second. That way you can find your balance. And be patient with yourself. Know that every day is different, unique, and special, just like you. So taking your time to find where you can connect to the ground. Bringing the weight into the back of your heel. So lift your toes up just so you can feel where that weight should be. And then once you have the weight into the back of your heel, this will help you balance and ground down so really nice and strong. Then release your toes back down and use it to grip the mat. So your foot is like a suction cup to the mat. You're sucking up the energy and grounding down at the same time. Now open up your knee to the side and either toe to the ground or calf or inner thigh. You just don't want to press it into your kneecap because you're going to use your heel to press into wherever you have it. You're using your natural traction here, pressing in towards your midline. So just standing tall, finding that center, taking your time, locking your eyes, being so focused that all distractions just seem to eclipse themselves. Breathing and listening here in your tree. And sometimes trees sway with the wind, and that's what we do. It's okay to sway. You're building all of those tiny muscles up that want to work, that get overshadowed, overpowered by the larger muscle groups. So here, when we sway with the wind, that's a very, very good thing. We learn to bend with the wind and not be broken by it, yes? And switching sides. So just shake out any tension that we may or may not have, and I'm going to face this way. Let's take a breath here. So feet are still about hip width distance apart. Give you a nice center grounding balance here. Inhale, circle sweep up. Just to lengthen the spine first, and exhale. Now coming into the right foot. Now sometimes the righter side is the stronger side, so that's why we do the left side first. Get the harder one out of the way, yeah? Well, before you take your position, just take that moment to ground yourself. So bring the weight into the back of your heel. You can lift your toes up just to feel where that weight should be. And then once you have it into your heel, straightening out the leg, tucking tailbone under, and then release the toes back down and suction cup your foot. Really ground your foot down. And then take whatever position you did before on the other side. And remember, each side is different. So you just want to work whichever side needs a little bit more strength with the breath. We'll be here for 2 more full length inhales and exhales, finding that place where you can be and breathe, working it from there, experiencing the feelings happening within your own body. On your out breath, release it down, shaking out the legs, letting go of any tension. Let's take a breath here. We're going to come into a very gentle back bend. So lift up out of the bottom of your spine first, tuck your tailbone under, nice and strong, and slowly start to reach your fingertips up, then bend the elbows back. Allowing your head to just rest on your arms, pressing your hips forward, opening up your heart center. It's not about how far you can open up your back. It's about feeling your way into it and releasing anything that needs to be recycled up and out of your being. And slowly coming out, moving into a forward fold. So breathe your way, whether on the inhale or exhale. Flat back, belly in, and it's a hinge rather than a rounding in your back. Hinge forward, reaching forward with the fingertips to keep your spine nice and long, coming all the way down. Now bending one leg, straightening the other. We're really getting into lengthening the lower back. And as we are stretching, you're sending your hip back as far as you can without hurting yourself, not further than you should. And you're also strengthening the muscle as it's being stretched. Breathing life to all of these tiny little tissues, past the muscles, deep into the fascia, the connective tissues. And release. Hands to the ground, step your feet back. High plank position, these can be up or down, modify as needed, that's perfectly fine. You will build strength, bend the elbows, lower it down. Hover here, chaturanga, press back through the heels, forward through the crown of your head. You are strong, like a staff. Inhale, rolling it up and away. Upward facing dog, thighs are so dynamically engaged, you're lifting them up off the ground. Protect your lower back, yes? Ignite your core and lift your hips, breathe them up and away into your downward facing dog. Deep breath in slow through the nose and exhale through the nose. And moving on, inhale, right leg lifts up high to the sky, really stretching, activating every muscle in this leg. And exhale, we're going to step it through, place between the feet, warrior one. So back heel comes down to the mat. Strong foundation, so left hip forward, right hip back. Inhale, upper body, torso square to the front, reaching past your fingertips. And on the in-breath, lifting up. And on the out-breath, you're grounding down. So there's that action. Balancing with relaxation, your breath focused, nice and strong, gaze is locked, solid, your ekagrata, eclipsing all distraction. So you're so focused on that one point, mind, body, soul, breath, all focused, one direction. And now we're going to take flight, launch into warrior three. Inhale, make sure you have a nice footing on your front foot, press off your back foot. Take your time to really reach upper body forward, just teeter-tottering here. Left leg lifts up and back. Leveling out your hips. Reaching forward and really pressing back through your back toes. Activating every limb here. Every muscle, every cell in your permeated being is active, alive as you breathe life into it. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Fingertips just come down to the ground, keeping your back leg lifted. And bring the knee in towards the third eye, just right here, nose, forehead, whatever's available. It doesn't have to touch. And then lengthen it back out. Bringing the knee back in, rounding your back, belly in, and then lengthening the leg back out. Last time here. Bringing the knee in, and lengthening the leg back out. Now step it down on the mat, press your hands, and back into high push-up position. Let's flow. Lower it down, hover here. Inhale, rolling it up and away. And exhale, using your core to pull your hips back into your down dog. Take a breath, slow. So resisting the urge to pant it out. That way you're harnessing and just learning how to control your breath rather than the other way around. So we're taking it off of autopilot and learning how to use it when we need to. That way when life throws you a curveball, you're training yourself here in stressful situations. You relax. That way you're open and receptive, emotionally sound, so you can show up, so you can be there and do whatever it is you need to do when it needs to be done. Yes? Other side. Inhale, left leg lengthens it back, really stretching, activating every muscle in this leg. And exhale, bring it through, place between the hands, back heel comes down, strong foundation. Inhale, upper body, arms to rise, relaxing the shoulders down your back, pressing forward and lifting up, same time. Taking your time and allowing yourself to transition from one polar opposite of the spectrum to the other. So balancing your day, your night. Trying to warm it up now. Focusing your eyes. And noticing how different it feels from this side to the other. Noticing all the different energies moving within and circulating your breath all throughout. Getting ready to take flight. You know where we're going. Inhale, press off your back foot and strong, grounded left leg. And just taking your time here. Reaching forward and back at the same time. Keeping the hips level. And we're lowering our heart. Breathing slow. One more. Deep inhale here. And then bring the hands down. Keep the back leg nice and lifted. Just bowing down for a moment. Looking forward and then bring the knee in. Rounding the back, belly in. And breathe your way, whether on the inhale or exhale. Lengthening it back out 2 more times. And then exhale. Rounding it, tucking it in, nice and strong. Lengthen it out. And then roll it in. And lengthen back out nice and long, just to step the foot down on the ground. Now press your hands away so you can step it back, and let's float out. Bend the elbows, lower down, hover here. Strong, use your core. Inhale, roll it up, breathe it away, let your heart go, open. And exhale, lift your hips back into down dog. Press your chest back towards your thighs and breathe slow. In through the nose, maybe come up high onto your tippy toes, and exhale through your nose. Really press your heels down towards the mat. Slight bend in your knees, and then walk your feet forward. So feet come up. This will be our second set of tree. So flat back, belly in. Circle sweep all the way up and around. Exhale, hone that energy. Center it within. Okay, so start on the left foot first. Find that place where you can ground down. And since we've been here before, it becomes a little bit easier when you repeat the pose a few times when you're in the practice. Now this time, we have an option. We can open up to tree like we did before and just work on that, and that's perfectly fine. Just doing whatever you need to do that speaks to you. Or we can move it a little bit further by placing the heels just up on your hip bone as best you can, using your hand to guide. Yeah, moving slow with your breath, and then allowing your knee to come down. So just seeing how that feels, seeing how it feels within your hips and your knee. Now your uplifted foot here is flexed, so maybe curl your toes, keep it nice and active, and you're also anchoring it into your thigh. So you're pressing your heel into your thigh, and lift your abdominals nice and strong. Lock your eyes, one point, non-moving object. Good. Then you add in the hands. Good. Press the palms together. And now your palms pressing is what activates your pose and helps you balance. So when you start to wave back and forth, press your palms harder together to get you to stop waving. That way you just bend with the wind, yeah? Yeah. Took me a long time to figure that out. There you go, life's work. 2 seconds. Blink of an eye. Yes. So centering here, finding your core center, and permeating your being out, down, and lifting up at the same time. You're that connectivity between heaven and earth in your tree. Yes. So pointing the fingertips down now. Just a different type of stretch in the shoulders. Remember, the weight is in the back of your heel in the standing foot. We're only here for one more round of breath, and it's a full, complete round. The inhale and the exhale. So on your next exhale, release carefully, and we'll just shake out. Shake out any tension that we create in yoga. We also release it. Inhale, circle, sweep up. So reach into a very slight back bend just to get length in your spine. And exhale. So harnessing that energy within. Now this side might be a little bit easier, the right side, depending on you. So just taking the same position you did before, taking your time to get centered and grounded. And then once you have your eyes locked and your core up and in, solid, breathe your foot up, do whatever you need to do, and see how this side feels. Like maybe this side is not having it, so yoga's plethora of choices. What speaks to you? What feels good to you? Maybe you just stay here. Half prayer, supporting yourself. Your yoga practice will be just as unique and special as you are. So do whatever it is that you need to do to to heal yourself. Put yourself back together and get yourself stronger so you can show up for yourself and those who need you most. All right. Activating the pose now. So remember, heel into your thigh, grounding down, lifting up through the crown of your head. And breathing it here. Really pressing the palms together. Eyes locked one point. Doing whatever it is that speaks to you to get yourself there. And you know exactly where we're going. Relaxing the shoulders down, standing nice and tall, and wavering with the wind, letting it carry you. Letting it be whatever it wants to be. And trusting. Take that leap of faith. All right, one more breath. Last round here. And exhale, release. Shake the legs out. Inhale, circle sweep up just to lengthen the spine. Gentle release in the back bend. Counter posing. And exhale, flat back, belly in. Hinge forward at the waist, release it all the way down, grab the hands, step back into high plank, and lower the hips. Let's flow it out. Bend the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lengthen it out. See if you can pull your heart away from your heels now. Shoulders down your back. Now you're starting to open up. Activate your core, lift your hips back up and away. Chest press down towards your thighs as you lift your tailbone. Breathing deep and free, just letting your head go. Noticing how different this down dog feels as opposed to the first one. And observing without judgment. You're just noticing what's there. And if there's more space, if there's more of an openness to you now, let's expand on it. So breathe even deeper into that space that we have now created within ourselves, using that fire, that heat that you created within your being to recycle whatever is no longer necessary in your body out, letting it go. Inhale, right leg lifts up and back. Exhale, step it forward. Warrior one, inhale. Releasing it up. And then we're gonna open up, warrior two. So now we're open up to the side. Both heels are in one line and your hips are just as open as is comfortable. So the knee, you put it at risk if we lower it down, so really press it out towards the pinky toe. So you want to keep your shoulders, your hips square and lifted. So sometimes we tilt the tailbone, so let's even out. You want your hips to match what your shoulders are doing to keep your joints safe. So find that focus here. Pressing back through the knife edge of your back foot, reaching in opposite directions and balancing your action with relaxation. So there's that dance between that push and that pull, the in-breath and the out-breath, lifting it up, relaxing your heart center. There's a river over there. My children are heading straight to the river. Good thing they can swim, yeah? All right, bow and arrow. So we're gonna take the Appa Mudra now. So release your index finger and your middle finger. So mudras are gestures, and this is the Appa Mudra, and it brings more energy, more life force, and more power and vitality, and also relaxes and helps you release at the same time. So reach in opposite directions now. Eyes are focused straight ahead. We're going to breathe the back arm up, forward to meet the front. Now really get down into your hips, so we're grounding down, lifting up at the same time. Arms are dynamic. Now pull the left arm back and lift the right arm up. So arms are nice and strong here. And then let your fingers go, allowing whatever it is that you're holding on to, giving it up to the universe, surrendering it, and letting it go. And now come back forward and reach the fingertips back together again. Open it up. Look where you're going. And then relax. The palms face down, keeping the fingers in Appa Mudra. 2 more times. You got it? Inhale, back arm comes forward to meet the front. Pull the arm back, lifting it all the way up. Release it, letting it go. Coming back forward, bringing them back together again. Opening it up, and look where you're going, the way behind you. And then release it down, palms down, eyes gaze front again. Focus your energy, focus your awareness, grounding down, balance that action. Let's dance. Back arm comes back to meet the front. Pull the arm back, nice and strong shoulders. Lift it all the way up to the sky and let it go. Coming back, facing forward again. Reaching the fingertips back together to touch. Opening it up. Look where you're going. Relax the palms down. Face forward again and let it go. Flip the front palm, reach forward. Let's radiate your warrior. Exalt it up and back, opening up the side rib cage, so really get into the fascia. Open up, stretching all the way from the hip, up past the fingertips. And exhale, cartwheel both hands down to the mat. Now press the ground away so you can step your feet back into high plank. Press back through your heels, forward through your crown, and flow. Just letting it go. Rolling it up. Opening up the heart center, and use your core to lift the hips. Back up, breathing your way slow. In through the nose. Maybe even come up high into your tippy toes. Stretching out all 4 layers in the feet, and exhale through the nose. Slow. Other side, inhale, left leg. Reaches long and back, so really stretch it out. Lengthen and activate every muscle in your uplifted limb. And breathe your way. Your foot comes towards the front. Inhaling, warrior 1 first. And then opening up to your warrior 2. So always adjusting from the ground up and breathing your way from side to side. And never feeling like you're stuck in a yoga pose. We're always breathing, always adjusting, always attentive and listening, awareness. And we're explorers, yes? We're exploring our bodies as if we were exploring the world. So leveling out your hips. Sometimes I tilt my hips a little bit, so just leveling them out, matching the shoulders, opening to the side, and knee will rotate out towards the pinky toe. This will help to protect your knee. Eyes are locked, one spot. As you breathe deep and free here. And now Appa Mudra, so you're just resting your thumb on the ring and pinky finger here. Rolling your shoulders down your back. Focusing your attention. Letting your breath transition you from one side to the other. Now you know where we're going. Inhale, back arm comes up, meeting the front, strong dynamic arms. Pull it back, lift it up to the sky, and let it go. Bringing it back into mudra, facing forward again, and reach the arms together. Open it up to the side, look where you're going. And then palms face down, looking forward again. Full breaths here, nice and slow, focused. 2 more times. Breathe the back arm forward. Pull it back, lift it up, and let it go. Breathe it away. Coming back into the mudra, facing forward again. Arms are strong, dynamic, engaged. Reach them back together. Open it up. And then palms face down, looking forward again. Last time here. Inhale. Back arm comes forward in the front. Pull it back nice and strong. And lift it all the way up. Reach it and expel it. Coming back, locking and loading. Reaching it forward and sending it back again. Palms face down. Looking forward. And releasing your mudra. Flip the palm, reach forward, radiate and exalt your warrior, breathing up and out, round and round, just like the rainbow. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down and press it back. Here we go, flow it out. See if you can do it on your fingertips. Challenge, yes. Roll into upward facing dog. You gotta have fun with yoga. Serious stuff. Activate your core, lift your hips back up and away. And downward facing dog. Now breathe it here. Third tree. Trees come in 3s, yes? All right. Walk your feet up to your hands. Flat back. Belly in. Inhale, come all the way up. Harnessing your energy, you got it now. And exhale. Gonna use that fire, deep hip opener. So from tree to toe, and if this is too much on you, then just skip it, especially if you had like knee injuries and things like that. The patellas, all right, they are very sensitive. They move around, they slide around. So be very, 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 very careful. Please listen to your body. And you can choose however you want to do your tree, however you did before, or if you like to try toe stand, it's a little bit more advanced. It will walk you through it. So just go step by step and see if it feels okay. So if it feels okay within your own body, then you can move forward. But remember, never to crash out of a pose. You want to go as gracefully into the pose as you went in. So just approach this with the curious, childlike mind of awe and wonderment, but with that adult, really careful point of view because you want to protect yourself. So this is a wonderful hip opener just as it is. And you can stay here working on your balance. So make you very, very strong just by being here on its own. Or if you'd like to try it, come forward. So you're going to hinge on your waist and hinge your knee at the same time. So bend your knee to keep you protected and lower you down. So it's a lot like a dance here, yeah? Now use your palms, really press your palms, activate your core, and you're reaching forward through the crown of your head. Sitting your hips down and back. And remember, very gently breathing your way through it. Seeing how your body feels. If your body feels okay, then placing fingertips down on the ground. Now, you can stay here in a forward fold. This is a great hip opener and also an inversion. Whenever you're upside down, giving your brain a bath and washing away old insights that fool you into believing non-truth. So, If you'd like to stay here, it's wonderful. Stay as long as you like. Or you can come into toe where you just start to bend and placing the heel right in your center at the base of your spine. Walking your hands to the sides. And then one hand comes up. And then the other. Really press the palms together and breathe. And release. Slowly starting to come back out of the pose. Same way you went in. Now use your core to very slowly lift you and your palms all the way back up. Yeah. And breathe it out. Shaking out the limbs, releasing any tension that may or may not be there. And letting it go. Inhale, circle sweep up, decompress your spine, really lengthen here. Nice and tall. And exhale, center, hone that energy, harness it within. So really pull your pelvic wall up. You're gonna need all the energy you can get. Other side. So just taking whatever position you did before and taking your time, knowing each side is different and really listening to your body. And maybe you don't go as far as you did on this side as you did before. Each side is different, yes? Just as different as night and day, hot and cold. So just respecting wherever that side is at this time, and trusting that will all balance itself out eventually if you just keep working at it and sticking with it. So just because you can doesn't always mean you should. A deep breath. Let's feel our way into it. Activate your core now. Hinging at the waist, sending your hips back and lengthening your spine. So really elongating through the crown of your head and just seeing how it feels. Breathing your way into it. And maybe you stay in this forward fold. This is a wonderful hip opener. And if you are going to stay here, right hip back, just so that it's even with the left, because sometimes we hike it forward a little bit. So just lengthening the hips. Remember to activate your top foot as well. So top foot pressing into your thigh nice and strong. And then if you'd like to move into toe, just coming all the way down, placing the heel in between. Right at the base of the spine. And then arms to the sides, just walking your hands back. Locking your eyes, 1 point. And slowly start to breathe your way out. So fun toe stand, yeah. And we come out same way we went back in. So stretching it out. I love yoga because every day it's different. You learn something new. Even if it's the same pose that you've done over and over again. There's always something new to learn. Always room to grow with the wind. All right, coming out, letting go of any tension that may or may not be there. Circle sweep, inhaling it up, sending it back, bending the elbows, pressing your hips forward, and exhaling it down, flat back, belly in, all the way down. Now sitting down on your hips, and I'm going to sit this way for the final stretch. So, bending the left knee and right heel over this knee. Now both sit bones as evenly down on the ground as you can. Let's get into a deep spinal twist, and this is the last twist. So just make sure that you can get your hip bones down. If it's not even, just try to work it there and see how it feels. That way you can get an even stretch all the way down from your sacrum through the crown of your head. Now inhale, arms come all the way up. And exhale, see if you can get your elbow around and in front on the outside of your right knee. If it doesn't go, that's okay. Don't be too hard on yourself. Just give yourself a hug and squeeze it here. So see if you can get the elbow on the outside so you can gently guide it towards your left. Other heel of your hand anchors the base of your spine. Shoulders nice and even, lifting up through the crown of your head, and then twist. Bottom hand, fingertips just wrap around the kneecap. Very gently breathing here. Now on your in-breath, let your belly go all the way, just like a baby. On your out-breath, pull the navel in. Very gentle, focused, giving yourself an internal massage as you breathe and rinsing and wringing out the spine. Stretching out all of these muscles that carry and hold tension that we absorb and are imprinted on throughout the day. So even if you didn't get to yoga on a day to release, the stresses that we get, that we're all subject to on a daily basis, then you can do a twist at the very end of the night and breathe your way into resetting your system. So maybe gently pressing on the glands in your neck here, whether you're looking all the way over and down, just starting to bring your chin down, but still lifting up through the crown of your head. This is a very intense stretch here. So we're really starting off our week strong, finishing strong. So last deep breath on this side. And release. Slowly breathe your way back to the front. And now bend the other knee. Face this way now. Down on the ground, so right leg is bent. And sit both hip bones nice and even as you can. And this heel comes over the knee. Very gently. Working with your body. So again, it's not a pushing, forcing, pulling, straining. Inhale. Lifting up. Get as much length as you can. And exhale. Either hug this knee or see if you can reach the right shoulder over the knee. Yeah, and then reach for this bottom knee here. Other hand, base of your spine. Now just lifting. And really lengthen up through the crown of your head. Very gently pressing down on the glands in your neck. And breathing into these glands. As you inhale, the belly comes out. And just letting that go. And exhale, pull the belly in. Giving yourself a little bit of massage internally through the digestive system. Circulating your breath, permeating every part of your being, every cell, every muscle, ligament, every part of you. Letting anything go that still needs to be set free so it can recycle itself out. leaving you feeling refreshed, renewed, refocused, so that you can be the best version of yourself by just allowing yourself to be who you are right here, right now. Knowing that you are enough. You have enough. You have everything you need right here, right now. One more deep breath. And release. Come back to the front. Come back to center. Now just cross-legged position. Getting nice and comfortable here. Inhale, circle sweep. Come all the way up. Reach as high as you can. Use the top part of your lungs here to fill up your lungs all the way. And exhale. Center it here. Now right at your heart center. Let's keep it right here, and then bring your fingertips out towards me and mine towards you. So here we set our intention, and let's let our attention and intention come straight directly from our heart. What is in your heart? What speaks to you? What is the source driving your motivation? Is there anyone or anything that you'd like to dedicate your practice, your week, maybe even your month or year or lifetime to? Whatever it may be, let's breathe life into that intention. Inhale, sending it up and out. Exhaling it around, coming right back to you. 2 more times. Inhaling up, sending it out and around, coming right back to your heart center. Last time. Breathing it up, giving it out into the universe, circling it around, right back to where we all began. Thumbs up to your third eye. I thank you so much and so grateful that we are able to stay connected no matter where we are on the planet. I feel you in my heart, and I am so glad that you are here with me. Remember, you are not alone. There are so many of us who are here for you. And I hope that you stick with this, because I will see you tomorrow. We have an exciting week planned all over the Northwest. So aloha, mahalo, and namaste.